Sino-Caucasian languages, or Na-dene are the hypothetical microfamily proposed by Russian linguist Sergei Starostin in the 1980s, based on studies by Italian linguist Alfredo Trombetti of the early 20th century. Several linguistic families and isolated languages of Eurasia and North America are united under this name. It's assumed that the ancestral home of the native Sino-Caucasian family of languages was Iranian Zagros, north of the Fertile Crescent. It is customary to combine Caucasian languages into this language family: Adyghe Abkhazian, Nakh Dagestan, isolated Basque language in Spain, Burushaski on the border of Pakistan, Kets of the Siberian River Yenisei, Sino-Tibetan languages of China and the Himalayas, and languages of Northwest American Native Americans. In Russia, this theory has been developing since the 1840s. In 1847, Soviet Caucasian linguist Nikolai Yakovlev established that the Chukchi language has some common features with the Caucasian, Circassian, Adyghe, and Native American Quechua languages. In 1868, the Soviet linguist and ethnographer Andrei Dulzon pointed out that similarity of the Ket language with the languages of the Native Americans, as well as with the Basque, Burushaski, and Caucasian, Circassian Adyghe languages. A prominent American anthropologist, linguist Franz Boas, also believed that in the past there was a continuous chain of related peoples from the Paleo-Asians to the Pacific Indians. In recent studies on the origins and prevalence of the air burial rite, performed by a senior researcher of the Central Asia Group of the Institute of Ethnology and Anthropology of the Russian Academy of Sciences, Georgy Sitnyansky, the author concluded that the list of peoples who practice this rite and those included in the Sino-Caucasian microfamily of languages coincided significantly. The theory of the relationship of the Abkhaz-Adyghe and Nakh Dagestan languages with the formation of the North Caucasian family has recently been supported by the release of the North Caucasian etymological dictionary. From the time of the linguist Nikolai Marr, the view of the existence of the so-called Ibero-Caucasian family was also widespread in Soviet and Georgian linguistics. The author of the term was the linguist Arnold Chikubava. According to this theory, the Georgian and Basque languages were in direct kinship. The theory of Marr has been criticized since then, and now supporters of the Sino-Caucasian hypothesis include the Basque in the Sino-Caucasian microfamily, rejecting the relationship with the Georgian. On the basis of the theory of Nikolai Yakovlev, a particular hypothesis of the relationship between the Adyghe Abkhazian and Basque languages was spread. The Sino-Caucasian hypothesis is not accepted by most scholars and has quite a few opponents in modern historical languages, on the territory of the former USSR and especially outside of it. Among the main drawbacks of the hypothesis, critics note numerous stretches in phonetic reconstructions, the use of the method of mass lexical comparison, complete isolation from the data of material culture, unlike other families and reconstructed macrofamilies, where archaeological and genetic data are used more and more often. The hypothesis is rejected by the majority of linguists, but enjoys wide popularity among supporters of deep comparative studies and popular history. Among the linguists who are actively engaged in this problem, we can point out John Bankson, Merit Rulen, and Vitaly Shevoroshkin. Among foreign Bascologists, this hypothesis is perceived rather negatively. South-Caucasian languages are divided into two branches, Northern and Southern. The South branch consists of the following languages. Actually, the Georgian language, self-named Kartuli-Enna, consisting of various dialects, and it's the most common language that is official in Georgia today. Discrepancies between dialects are minor, usually in the local level. Modern Georgian literary language is mainly based on linguistic norms developed by such classics of New Georgian literature as Chavchavadze, Tsereteli, Pshavela, Javakhshvili, and others. Kartli dialect with closely related Kakheti, Mtiuli, Rachin, and Emirati dialects form the core of Georgian folk language. Georgian is the ancient written language. The Georgian language uses writing based on the Georgian alphabet, based on the phonetic principle. The oldest written monuments in the ancient Georgian language date back to the 5th century AC. These include a mosaic inscription of the first half 5th century, found as a result of archaeological excavations near Jerusalem in Palestine, as well as an inscription on Bolnisi Zion, 60 kilometers south of Tbilisi, capital of Georgia. From the early centuries, the ancient Georgian script of Mrglovani, also known as Asom Tavruli, was used. Signed the 9th century, the letter of Nuchkuri, also known as Nushha Hutsuri or church language. And from the 11th century, the letter Mhedruli, also known as Mhedruli Heli, Saero or Civil. According to United Nations, there are around 3,860,000 people who speak Georgian in the world, that is most of the native speakers. Of these, 3,380,000 people in Georgia. Georgians self-named Kartveli, native speakers of the Georgian language, autochthonous population of Transcaucasia. Most of the people live within the borders of modern Georgia. There are also large communities in the eastern provinces of Turkey and in the interior of Iran, especially in the city of Feridunshehir. Most Georgians traditionally profess Christianity Orthodoxy style, which was adopted on May 16, 390. The formation of the Georgian nationality began in the first centuries of the first millennium BC of the tribes that were at the stage of decomposition of primitive communal relations and the emergence of tribal associations, and ended mainly in the 16th, 10th centuries, while maintaining conservation in certain mountainous regions of local features up to the second half of 19th century. The number of Georgians in the world is about 4 million people, of whom about 3.66 million people, or 84% of the country's population, live in Georgia. 162,000 people in Turkey, about 160,000 Georgians are constantly living in Russia, and accordingly to an unofficial estimate, about 350 to 500,000. Circassian-Abkhazian languages or Northwest Caucasian languages, also called simply Western Caucasian, one of the language groups of the Caucasian languages common in the northwestern Caucasus. Speakers of these languages are indigenous peoples of the region, the Abkhazians in Abkhazia, the Adyghe, also known as the Circassians, in 3 Russian republics, Adyghe, where they are called Adygeans, Karachaevo-Cherkessia, where they called simply Circassians, and Kabardino-Balkaria, where they kept the tribal name Kabardians. The Abazins, living today mainly on the territory of Karachay-Cherkessia, belong to the same group. The vast majority of speakers of a language group today are bilingual, that is, they also communicate in Russian or in the language of their residence country. And in their choice, unfortunately, they often prefer not in favor of their native language. The first, Eastern or Kabardino-Circassian dialect is widespread in the Karachay-Circassian Republic, Kabardino-Balkarian Republic, and 3 Besleney Owls in the east of the Krasnodar territory in Russian Federation, Kurgokovsky, Kanakovsky, and Urupsky. It is divided into 8 dialects, of which the Slanevsky is sometimes distinguished into a separate dialect because of its intermediate position. The second is the Western, Kakh, or Adyghean dialect in the Russian Republic of Adyghe, as well as in the Black Sea area of the Krasnodar territory of Russian Federation. It also includes official subdialects Temergoevsky, Jaduksky, Shapsugsky, Kuban dialect in the Auls or villages Pseiduk, Hashtuk, Afipsip and Panahes, and rare Abazar dialect represented in Au Hakurino Habel in the Republic of Adyghe, as well as the Shapsug dialect in 13 Auls of Tuapsinski district. It's a Black Sea dialect, and macro dialects of the city of Sochi. It's a Hakuchinsky dialect in the Krasnodar territory of Russian Federation. The differences between them are minor. Officially, the Eastern and Western dialects are separated into two different languages and have a different alphabet. The basis for the Eastern became of the Baksan dialect, the basis for Western of Temergoi subdialect. There is some difference between the main languages or dialects, which does not interfere with communication but makes it somewhat difficult since many of the words in them can differ significantly. According to the 2010 census, about 720,000 Circassians live in Russia, of which the Western Circassians are 129,000 people, the Eastern 590,000 people, including large communities in Moscow and St. Petersburg. 170,000 people in the first group and 516,000 in the second group recognize themselves as native speakers. Circassians speaking only in their native language are represented only in the Kabardino-Balkarian Republic of Russian Federation in the amount of 36,000 people. The total number of Adyghe Circassians in the world is, according to various sources, from 2.5 to 5 million people. Most of them are represented by disparate communities, mainly in the Republic of Turkey, at least 1.5 million. According to the United Nations data, native speakers world amount is about 1,703,000 people. In the foreign diaspora, more archaic forms of all the dialects listed above are prevalent, mainly the Shapsug version of the Western language or dialect. The Basque language, or Euskara, the language of the Basques, the people who inhabit the Basque Country or Basque lands, the northern regions of Spain and neighboring southern regions of France. The Basque language, unlike most other languages of Europe, does not belong either to the Indo-European or to any of the other well-known families of languages and is the so-called isolated language. Its only known connections with the extinct Aquitanian language of the southwest of France from the 1st to the 3rd centuries AD. Genetic links of the language have not been established, but Basque is traditionally included by scientists in the so-called Paleo-Spanish languages. The Basque-Iberian hypothesis about the kinship of the Basque language with the ancient Iberian language of Spain was expressed in the past and is still the subject of research by some linguists. Linguist Manuel Gomez Moreno was able to decipher the Iberian letter. In the 1850s, independently of one another, two well-known linguists, Antonio Tovar and Koldo Michelin, based on the refinement of the reading of a number of Iberian signs, came to the conclusion that the hypothesis was invalid. Despite this, the hypothesis remained popular to date, although many works are based on the mechanical comparison of individual words, which is linguistically incorrect. Based on the hypothesis of Ibero-Basque kinship, the Wascon hypothesis of the German linguist Theo Feneman has not received further academic dissemination. According to this hypothesis, the Basque language is the only living language of the ancient Wascon language family that was previously distributed throughout Europe. The Ibero-Basque hypothesis received a new breath in the works of Eduardo Orduni Aznar, who investigated the Basque-Iberian hypothetical connection and also established the identity of most Basque and Iberian numerals. This theory is doubtful and still has not received sufficient evidence for approval. The total number of native speakers is about 900,000 people, most of which 700,000 live in the Basque Country, of which more than 500,000 live in the Spanish part of it. A small number of native speakers also live in other regions of Europe, in America and Australia. Almost all Basque speakers speak additionally the official language of the country of residence. In the Spanish part of the Basque Country provinces of Gipuzkoa, Biscaya and Alava, the Basque language has been the regional official language since 1879. In the province of Navarra since 1886, only in the northern part. In the Basque Country province, only 18-20% of the population speaks Basque, 37% speaks it along with Spanish. In the province of Navarra, there are about 50,000 Basque speakers, or 10% of the province's population in its northern part. France, in accordance with its language policy, does not even conduct an official census of native speakers. According to rough estimates, the number of Basque-speaking people in the French Basque lands is about 80,000, or just a third part of the local population. Basque communities estimate the total number of carriers at 2 million, but do not distinguish between active and passive speakers. In Spain, about 4.5 million people have Basque surnames. The Basque language speaks up into a number of dialects, sometimes very different from each other, which sometimes prevents understanding between native speakers. The process of creating a unified literary Basque language, or unified Basque language, sounds like Euskara Batua, was led by the linguist Koldo Michelin in the 1860s. But today, Basque language is not welcomed by old generation. The Proto-Basque language was reconstructed by linguists Antonio Tovar and Robert Larry Trask, as well as Joaquin Gorrochategui and Josep Lacarra. Basques self-name Euskaldunak. The people inhabiting the Basque lands in northern Spain and southwestern France. The number of Basques in Spain was estimated in 28 at 2,400,000 people. In France, 230,000 people. In addition, about 15 million people in various countries of the world, mainly in Latin America, are of Basque origin. Of the Basques living in Spain and France, only one-third speak Basque. In prehistoric times, the Proto-Basques, people presumably related to the Basques, were widespread in Western Europe, inhabiting the territories of Spain, Iberians and Vascons, France, Aquitans and southern Belgium. These cultures, along with the Ligurs in Italy, are descendants of expansion at the end of the Mesolithic and the beginning of the Neolithic culture of carved ceramics along the Mediterranean coast of Western Europe. At the end of the Bronze Age, the beginning of the Iron Age, the Iberians, as well as the ancestors of the Basque, Aquitans and Vascons, were replaced by the Celts. Until the 16th century, the Basque lands belonged to the Kingdom of Navarre, later the Kingdom of Castile, and subsequently separately became part of the United Spain and France. It was in the 16th century that Basque text first appeared. Also, indirectly in other languages, it was found long before this date. Until the middle of the 18th century, the Basques enjoyed special rights and had some autonomy with respect to the Spanish crown. During the Spanish Civil War, the Basques in October 1836 proclaimed the Republic of Euskadi, which however ceased to exist in June 1837. Francisco Franco's policy was aimed at the assimilation of the Basques. The very use of Basque national symbols was declared a crime. However, the efforts of the linguist Antonio Tovar in the 1850s at the University of Salamanca, the first department of the Basque language and literature was created in Spain. During the Second World War, due to the obscurity of the Basque language, it was used by Basque crypto radio operators for radio and telephone communications in the US Army, along with the Native American languages of North America, for example Navajo. In this video we will not evaluate all these hypotheses, but simply listen to the sound of the basic words of modern Georgian language, Circassian language in Black Sea Shapsug dialect, and the Basque language, including an oral dialect of it, which are pronounced by native speakers, just as an example. Enjoy watching!
One,
ერთი,
but two,
ორი,
B, three,
სამი,
Iru, four,
ოთხი,
Lau, five,
ხუთი,
Bost, six,
ექვსი,
Say, seven,
შვიდი,
Saspi, eight,
რვა,
Sorci, nine,
ცხრა,
Bederatzi, ten,
ათი,
Amar, 11,
თერთმეტი,
Amaika, 12,
თორმეტი,
Amavi, 13,
ცამეტი,
Amairu, 14,
თოთხმეტი,
Amalau, 15,
თხუთმეტი,
Amabost, 16,
თექვსმეტი,
Amasei, 20,
ოცი,
Ogei,
Okay,
21,
ოცდაერთი,
Ogeitavat,
Ottavat,
30,
ოცდაათი,
Ogeitamar,
Otamar,
50,
ორმოცდაათი,
Berrogeitamar, 100,
ასი,
Eun, 1000,
ათასი,
Milla. Number,
რიცხვი,
Zembakia, 0,
ნული,
Ucha. Monday,
ორშაბათი,
Astelena, Tuesday,
სამშაბათი,
Asteartea. Wednesday.
ოთხშაბათი,
Brezkezi.
Asteazkena. Thursday.
ხუთშაბათი,
Mafeku.
Osteguna.
Osteune.
Friday.
პარასკევი,
Brezkev.
Ostirala.
Ostiela.
Saturday.
შაბათი,
Shambet.
Larumbata.
Lambata.
Sunday.
კვირა,
Taumaf.
Igandea.
Igandea.
Mountain.
მთა,
Bgıher.
Mendi. Mendia. Field.
ყანა,
Hasha.
Selai. Selaya. Swamp.
ჭაობი,
Wariz.
Lokasti. Lupetsa. Basatsa. In Iceland.
კუნძული,
Hıgavun.
Irla. Uarte. Step.
ველი,
Şef.
Estrepa. Hill.
ბორცვი,
Pasha.
Mendishka. Muino.
Muño.
Plain.
ბარი,
Şef.
Lautada. Selai. Ordoki. Forest.
ტყე,
Mez.
Basoa. Oiana. Garden.
ბაღი,
Şaşhakat.
Lorategi. Lilitegi. Lore baratze. River.
მდინარე,
Psıxo.
Ibai. Erreka.
Ibai.
Sky.
ცა,
Vaşı.
Zeru hortzi ostalde. Land.
მიწა,
Çugur.
Lurra. Landa.
Soro.
Fire.
ცეცხლი,
Maşı.
Sua. Air.
ჰაერი,
Jı.
Aire. Sea.
ზღვა,
Hı.
Itxasoa.
Itxasoa.
Lake.
ტბა,
Hızi.
Zingira. Urtegi.
Aintzira.
Weapon.
იარაღი,
Aşı.
Arma. Iron.
რკინა,
Ğuçı.
Altzairu. Cooper.
სპილენძი,
Vatlı.
Cobre. Bronze.
ბრინჯაო,
Gerz.
Bronze. Blacksmith.
მჭედელი,
Ğuke.
Errementari. Arotz.
Perratzaile.
Gold.
ოქრო,
Dışı.
Urrea. Silver.
ვერცხლი,
Tüjün.
Zilarra.
Zilar.
Moon.
მთვარე,
Mazı.
Ilargia. The sun.
მზე,
Tığ.
eguzkia,
Eki.
year,
წელიწადი,
Ises.
urtea, winter,
ზამთარი,
Çımaf.
negua, summer,
ზაფხული,
Ğımaf.
uda, udara, autumn,
შემოდგომა,
Cihap.
udazken, udagoien, spring,
გაზაფხული,
Ğatxı.
udaberri, udaleen, bedatze, cross,
ჯვარი,
Kaşt.
gurutze,
ვერა, რწმენა,
Rızahunu.
fede, sineste,
Itxaropena.
god,
ღმერთი,
Tha.
jainko, jangoiko, life,
სიცოცხლე, ცხოვრება,
Şıanu.
bizitza, bizi, death,
სიკვდილი,
Slanu. Acel.
eriotza, city,
ქალაქი,
Kale.
iri, village,
სოფელი,
Çille. Quacı. Hablı.
erri, person,
ადამიანი,
Sıfı.
gizaki, family,
ოჯახი,
Unau.
sendi, senitarte, genus,
გვარი,
Şıp.
mota, modu, man,
კაცი,
Kuşsu.
gizon, senar, woman,
ქალი,
Bzıfı.
andre, emakume, andere,
Andere.
boy,
ბიჭი,
Çale.
mutil, mutiko, girl,
გოგო,
Sası.
neska, neskacha, wedding,
ქორწილი,
Nisaç. Nisaçegevu.
eskonza, birth,
დაბადება,
Kahunu.
jaiotze, jaiotza, child,
ბავშვი,
Sabi.
umea, father,
მამა,
Tat.
aita,
Ake.
mother,
დედა,
Nan.
ama, son,
ვაჟი, ძე,
Kho.
semea, daughter,
ქალიშვილი, ასული,
Khu.
alava, sister,
და,
Çıphu.
arreba, aispa, brother,
ძმა,
Çı.
anaya,
Neva.
grandfather,
ბაბუა,
Tătăz.
aitona, aitiche,
Achona.
grandmother,
ბებია,
Nınız.
Amona, amama. House,
სახლი,
Вына.
eche. Homeland,
სამშობლო,
Тихолог.
jaiotegi, sorleku, sorterri, aberri. Soul,
სული,
Пса.
arima. Black,
შავი,
Шуца.
beltza. White,
თეთრი,
Фыжи.
suri, churi.
Чури.
Green,
მწვანე,
Гуцыша.
orlegi, verde. Light,
ღია,
Фыжиша.
ariña. Dark,
მუქი,
Шуцаша.
iyuna. Pepper,
პიმპილი,
Чебжи.
pepper belts.
Πίπερα.
Salt,
მარილი,
Чего.
gatsa. Horse,
ცხენი,
Ч.
saldia. Goat,
ვაცი,
Ача.
acker. Goat,
თხა,
Чен.
ounce. Cow,
ძროხა,
Чем.
beya. Bull,
ხარი,
Был.
sesen. Sheep,
ცხვარი,
Мэль.
ardía. Ox,
დაკოდილი ხარი,
Псыцы.
idía. Bread,
პური,
Халю.
ogia. Millet,
ფეტვი,
Ачеш.
arto, artachiki. Corn,
სიმინდი,
Натыф.
arto, artale. Barley,
ქერი,
garagar. Budenplow,
კავი,
Пхааш.
golde. Cattle,
საქონელი,
Блин.
hacienda. Herd,
ჯოგი,
Хуа.
talde.
Αρτალდე.
Dog,
ძაღლი,
Ха.
chacurra.
Σάκουρ.
Cat,
კატა,
Кету.
catua. Mouse,
თაგვი,
Цуа.
sagua.
Შაგუ.
Beer,
დათვი,
Мыша.
arza. Bird,
ფრინველი,
Бзю.
choria. Honey,
თაფლი,
Шоу.
estia. Bee,
ფუტკარი,
erlea. Beast,
ნადირი,
Хачапач.
pistia. Basa pistia.
Πίστη.
Hunting,
ნადირობა,
Шапан.
eizatu, eizatzen. Arrapatu. Meat,
ხორცი,
Л.
aragi, okela. Fish,
თევზი,
Сажи.
arrain. Milk,
რძე,
Ч.
esnea. Cheese,
ყველი,
Khoaye.
Gasta. Oak.
მუხა,
Chugay.
Aritza. Chestnut.
წაბლი,
Shkhopchay.
Gastaiña. Gastainondo.
Gastiñondo.
Nut.
თხილი,
D.
Inchaur. Fruituleor. Walnut.
ნიგოზი,
D.
Inchaurra. Good morning.
დილა მშვიდობისა,
ვიბჩოდიჟუშო.
Egunon. Good day.
გამარჯობა,
ვიმაფოშო.
Egunon.
Eunona.
Good evening.
საღამა მშვიდობისა,
ვიბჩჰაშო.
Arratsaldeon.
Archaldeon.
Good night.
ძილინებისა,
შეშერაჰატ შეშხր.
Gabon. Hello.
ბარო,
სალამ.
Apa. Hello with more respect.
კეთილი იყოს თქვენი მობრძანება,
Kaisho. How are you?
რა ამბავი,
შედვი ხებარ?
Ser modusaude. I haven't seen you for a long time.
დიდი ხანია არ მინახევხარ,
ბასაღო სტეოღებ.
Denbora ikusi barik.
Aspaldiko.
What's your name?
რა გქვია,
შდწე.
Nola deitzen zara? Zein da zure izena?
Izena nola dezu?
Give my regards to.
მოკითხვა,
სალამ სფეხუჟ.
Gorantziak.
Eskumuñak.
See you later.
დროებით,
თზერალაღუნ.
Gero arte. Thank you.
მადლობა,
ვაფსო, თამვირაფსო.
Eskerrik asko. Mil esker. You're welcome.
არაფრის,
ხალებ.
Ongi etorri. Yes.
დიახ, კი, ხო,
არე.
Bye. Not.
არა,
ჰაუ.
Es. Understand.
მესმის,
ხაზგურიაყვა.
Ulertu. Good.
კარგი,
დააღო.
Ona. Ondo. How many?
რამდენი,
თაბშ.
Zenbat.
Zenbaiki.
Who to ask?
ვის შევეკითხო,
ხაც ზიობჭიტა.
Nori galdetu?
Zeini galdetuko diogu?
I do not understand.
არ მესმის,
ხაზგურიყორებ.
Ez dut ulertzen. I'm lost.
დავიკარგე,
სხაღოშა.
Galduta nago. Galduta nabil. Hurry up.
იჩქარე,
ზღაფსიჭ.
Guazen. Azkar.
Mugi.
Come with me.
გამომყევი,
ხზდაკ.
Etorri nirekin. Zatoz nirekin.
Nirekin etorri.
Can I have a look?
შემიძლია ვნახო,
შეფლეხუტა.
Ikusi ahal dezaket?
Begiratu neike?
Help me in this matter.
დამეხმარე ამ საქმეში,
ოფმგა ყზდააფ.
Lagundu nazu. Laguntza honekin. What is it?
რა ეს,
შუდმარ.
Zer da.
Zer dau?
What does it mean?
რას ნიშნავს,
შუდ აშყიკრა.
Zer nahi du esan?
Zer esan nahi du?
Where is the toilet?
ტუალეტი სადაა?
Zunete de shu.
Nun dago komuna?
Komunen nun dago?
The sooner, the better.
რაც ადრე, მით უკეთესი.
Nah psichoma, nah do.
Gero eta lehenago, hobeto.
Alden azkarrena.
Sorry,
მაპატიე.
Qizfagho.
barkatu. Wait,
დამიცადე.
Qizpapl.
itxaron, itxoin. It's my fault.
ჩემი ბრალია.
Arse silaj.
Nire akatsa, nire errua. I do not want to hurt you.
არ მინდოდა შენი წყენა.
Ugu khazghachne shitob.
Ez nahi zaitut mindu.
Ez dizut kalterik egin nahi.